this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot song. This dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot song. This dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot.
Welcome. This is the This Dot song, which I'm beginning today's Coding Rainbow session with. It is available for you on SoundCloud, created by Christian Peterson. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. There is in fact a playlist of Coding Rainbow remixes. And so, what's going on, everyone, today?
Firework is not defined, line 6.
This is actually also, there are two This Dot songs. The second one is now created by F. Looper. But I'm going to get myself warmed up here. Welcome. Pause the music for a second. Welcome. This is Coding Rainbow. My name is Dan. It is Tuesday at about 11 a.m. Eastern Time. First thing I would like to know, if you are watching this live, let me know if my audio is working okay, if the image quality is fine, if you like how I trimmed my beard. This is very hot. I've been away for a week, but I am back. I will be having two sessions this week, today, which is Tuesday, and also on Thursday. Let me also mention, as a way of introduction, if you are watching this on the YouTube in the archives, so as not live, take a look at this video's description if you want to jump around and find the time codes where various tutorials and actual things happen, besides me just playing some music and waving my arms around a lot, which is what I tend to do most of the time. I have an agenda. I'm starting to get a little more professional about this. It's a piece of paper. It has a list of things. The first thing is welcome. The second thing is the This Dot song. It's the thing that you play when you want to remember not to forget this dot. Oops, I don't know where I'm going here. Okay.
As always, I always forget the this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot song. This dot, this dot, this dot.
Okay, I think that's enough for right now. Okay. So let's see. I see I've got the chat. There's 53 people watching at the moment. So let's talk about what's going to happen today besides this music stuff. So I want to do two things. One is that I have, let me mention, I have a YouTube channel if you're not aware, and I'm pulling it up right now. One thing that's happened recently is that a lot of the videos have all been reorganized into different playlists. Things are numbered. I'm trying to get a little bit more organized about this so that you can find videos you're looking for and the matching code on GitHub. But I do have a playlist that is called, somewhere in here, Q&A. Creative Coding Q&A. This is the one I'm looking for right now. I'm going to click on that one. And you can see it has just one video in it. There's only been one Q&A. So I want to remedy that today by answering questions written in from viewers. And if you're wondering, well, how do I submit a question to this Creative Coding Q&A? I would love to do that. Well, if you go to Rainbow Topics, which is a GitHub repository, Coding Rainbow /Rainbow Topics, you will see that there is a list. This is where I'm keeping I think I am back. I am floating in the void. There is nothing. I must fix that. So in my effort to come back, okay. I have, in my effort to come back very quickly, I didn't bother to do a few configuration things. But I think this is working, so I'm going to continue to see if I can make this work. Am I here? There's only one way to know.
This dot, this dot, this dot, this dot's on. This dot, this dot, this dot.
Never forget the this dot.
This dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do
okay.
This dot, I'm gonna do
magic. Okay, good.
This dot, I'm gonna do
okay, so I don't know where I lost everybody, but if you're not sure, this is
Coding Rainbow
with me.
Dan
Schiefman.
Okay, and okay. So where I last left off. Oops, I don't need to be here. I last left off. I was talking about this particular playlist that I have in my YouTube channel, and it only has one video. And so one of the things I want to do as a recurring segment on this Coding Rainbow thing is answer your questions. I don't know. I'm kind of repeating myself, but I have no idea where the audio stopped working. So I'm recording to disk. Okay. So where you can submit these things is here on GitHub. Go to codingrainbow/rainbow topics. You can click this button, new issue. You know, issues on GitHub are these things that are meant to be bug reports to submit an issue related to a piece of open source software. But I have a repository that has no code in it. It's just a place where I'm using these issues as ways of tracking particular topics. So I'm going to answer some of these questions today. The other thing that I will do right now, quickly show you, is that the other thing that I can do, which is all sorts of fun, is that I can go over here to sort, and I can sort by the most thumbs upped. Is that... Can you thumbs up something? So if you thumbs up something in the present, does that mean you thumbs upped it in the past? Anyway, I should probably use hearts. I much prefer the heart to the thumbs up, but it's too late. We've already got the thumbs up thing going. And so I'm going to click on the thumbs up, and you can see here what is leading right now. The most thumbs up is machine learning. So I will get to that topic. I think the internet just knows. I know. Let's all thumbs up the one topic that this coding rainbow thing is the most afraid of. But I'll get to some. We'll get to that topic. Computer vision is also way up there, and it's something that I'm going to continue discussing today. Chrome extensions, 100% is going to happen in the fall because I'm going to start doing videos for a particular course that I'll be teaching at NYU, and Chrome extensions are part of that course. So okay, so let me see. Let me check the chat here. Do you play Pokemon Go? Wait, here, let's make a Q&A video. I'm just kidding. But I will answer that. I did try Pokemon Go. I caught several Pokemon. Then I immediately deleted it after I realized that it's this sort of like a Google account privacy thing, which seems to just be like, I was going to say an honest mistake, but come on, give me a break. You're making this giant piece of software and you didn't bother to check the... Anyway, whatever. I will play it again someday in the future, I hope. Okay. So I think, so let me talk to you a little bit about timing and schedule. So first of all, if you are watching this in archives, check the video description because there'll be links to time codes where various things happen. Right now I'm going to blab on and on for a minute. So schedule-wise, I now have, I believe, 5 weeks straight of Coding Rainbow sessions. My goal is it's now July, to have at least 4 sessions in July and 4 sessions in August, which is a total of 8. So my goal is to have 8 sessions between now and August 12th, because I will be away out of town for approximately 2 weeks, the last couple weeks of August. Maybe I'll come up with some clever ways of either having a guest come do some stuff, or I'll do some stuff from the road or whatever without my elaborate setup, but we'll worry about that later. But I am committed to doing 8 sessions. That's my plan. I will be doing 2 this week, today and Thursday. Today, it is now already 11 a.m. I have to be done by 1 p.m. So this will be approximately 2 hours. And then Thursday, I will likely be on for, about, I'm hoping like 2.5 or 3 hours. Probably starting again in the morning on Thursday around the same time, 10:30, 11 Eastern. I always say 10 or 10:30, and then I always end up starting about a half an hour later because there's always something that I have to fix. Audio's still working. Great. Craig in the chat says, take your Raspberry Pi. That is a great idea. Maybe I could just take my Raspberry Pi on the road with me. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat here. Okay, so let's begin. Did we begin? I don't remember if we began. Let me mention a couple other things just to get that stuff out there. Let's say you discovered like, oh, this thing, I like this thing. I want to see more of this thing, whatever it is. The one URL for all things I need related to this thing, Coding Rainbow, is here, codingrainbow.com. There, you will find a website where you can do 2 things. You can subscribe to the 3 things, maybe more than 4 things, I don't know, whatever. On the web, you can do lots of things. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can do this thing where you become a patron. That's a crowdfunding for media content website. If you subscribe to it uses this thing called Patreon. I have a Slack channel with discussion, and I'm also going to, in the fall, when I start doing this course about text, computational and generative text and language and JavaScript in the browser, involving Chrome extensions and Twitter bots and JavaScript and DOM stuff. That's going to happen in the fall. I'm going to kind of have a channel on the Slack discussing the assignments and things around that course. So if you're interested in that, sign up for the Patreon. But all the videos will always be on YouTube for free. Right now I have ads. I mostly turn on the ads. Sometimes for a certain video, I'm like, this one seems like maybe I shouldn't have an ad. And I'm at this point, maybe possibly almost breaking even in terms of what I'm doing, but we'll see where this leads. Mostly right now I'm doing this as a kind of research experiment and for fun, and it will also integrate with the teaching that I do at NYU, which starts again in the fall. Dominic Forster writes in the chat, I would love to support you by doing some coding stuff for you, etc. Is there a way to do so? Great question. I have to think about that a little bit more. I could say one thing that I could think of right now is, I can think of a couple things. So if I go to, sorry, I don't want to get too lost in the intro here. I could easily just have welcome and introductions for 2 hours and realize that I didn't do any code, anything. So one place you can go to also is Rainbow Code, and this is where all of the code for the code that goes along with various videos is all there. However, there are things that are missing, there are things that are numbered incorrectly, and none of the code has comments. So if anyone wants to help with kind of organizing and making this GitHub repository a little bit better, that's one thing I would welcome. It's a little bit of sort of busy, tedious work. The other thing that I can think of is work I'm trying to, one of the goals for the Patreon thing, I said one of my first goals was to raise enough money to start paying for closed captioning the videos and then ultimately translating the caption so that there can be subtitles in other languages. That's a sort of goal of mine. So if anyone has ideas about how to do that efficiently, cheaply, that's something I could also use help with. I'm just checking. I'm like very paranoid about my audio stopped working, but okay. That's one thing. The other thing that I'll mention, I feel like I would be making videos and doing Coding Rainbow sessions every single day if it wasn't for this other project that I've got going on, which I will just reference here. This is Schiffman / The Nature of Code. This is an open source, freely available HTML and PDF book. You can buy the print book, and I do have an optional way of paying for the PDF download, but the PDF download is also free. And I'm working on a second edition of the book. Now, I use the word second edition a little bit loosely because mostly I'm just correcting all the mistakes. I am planning on doing a significant rewrite of Chapter 10, the chapter on machine learning, which will dovetail nicely with making some machine learning videos. That will be a major rewrite. The other thing I am also doing is porting the entire book to JavaScript. So right now there is a processing / Java version of the book, and I already ported all the examples, but I want to rewrite the text as well and all the embedded code, so that when you go online, there'll be this magical place, the magical internet where you go online, and you say, oh, I would like to buy this book. And you click here for JavaScript, and you just configure what language you want the book in, and it prints on demand to you and sends it to you or whatever. So that's kind of a plan that I have. And I do believe that there are various aspects here that I could probably use help with as I get further along. And I would say if you're interested in that, Twitter is a good place to get in touch with me. I do have a Slack where I'm kind of discussing things about the book as well. But you can kind of follow along with these issues. And then also the thing that you'll want to look at is just here. So the book is, this is actually something I would like to do a Coding Rainbow session about, actually how to use this tool called the Magic Book, which is an open source publishing engine that is being developed primarily by Rune Madsen. It is wonderful. It works with Node and JavaScript, and you can all do sorts of crazy stuff. But anyway, at the very least, you can try cloning the repository, building the book, and then you're on the way to being able to possibly help make changes and fixes and that sort of thing. Okay, wow, it was way too long of an answer to that question. Okay, I am happy. I do not have to restart the computer. I am here. I am here. I will give you an internet hug. This is the thing I'm trying to start. I don't know, am I really trying to start it? But I'm just trying to make something nice. I want to remind you of the existence of
This dot, I'm going to do this dot, this dot,
this dot song. Okay.
this dot, this dot, I'm going to do this dot.
And lest you forgot, oops,
This dot song.
there's also the Perlin noise song.
Random, this is noise.
Perlin noise,
So
that
look at
is.
my notes
In the
here.
core random algorithm, the actual random algorithm itself, those numbers aren't related at all. You pick, like, I'm picking random numbers between 0 and 10. 9, 2, 7, 6, 1, 9, 4,
Okay,
8,
this
9,
dot captions
2, 1,
Patreon.
3. I pick 9.
Okay,
But
so
with Perlin noise, I might pick numbers like this. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5.
the other thing that people have requested is, I feel very sort of embarrassed and sort of torn about this, but folks have requested some merchandise, so I'm going to think about seeing if I can make some t-shirts and stickers and that kind of thing available if people are really interested in that. But if you have any suggestions for a good way of doing that cheaply and in a way that's accessible and friendly, please let me know. Okay, so those were in my notes. I'm done with the introduction. So it is now 11:20, and I want to talk about the topics that I'm going to do today. Let's start let's start with doing some Q&A. I'm gonna fulfill my promise. Make it a musical one. That's a great idea. Let's see. Honestly, if there could be a Coding Rainbow the musical and I could just go off and do that instead, nothing. Problem is I can't sing. I do have a theme song coming, by the way, an official theme song, composer in Los Angeles. I'm very excited to premiere that for you at some time soon. Okay. Asa Taylor. Oh, Asa in the chat says nice. So this was also, I want to mention, shout out to Asa in the chat. I ran into Asa on the street in New York City, and he said, "Hey, I watch your videos," and that was like the greatest thing possibly ever to happen to me. Unfortunately, I have other things I could list before that. That now that I really think about that for a moment, but besides things that have to do with my family, that would have been the greatest thing that ever happened for me. Okay, now. Okay, so let's see. So let's do a Q&A. I'm going to do some more computer vision videos, tutorials today, picking up on where I did stop last week on blob detection. But before I do that, I would like to go to Q&A. Okay, so there are 3 questions here. There are 3 questions here. I wanted to use so I'm going to go to, you know what somebody could do? Somebody asked how you could help me. I have this project, which is this like randomizer thing where it's like pick a random topic or put students in class in random groups or pick a random person to present their homework. This needs a lot of work, design work, integration work. So I would love, someone's asking about my Pebble. I'll discuss that later. So our questions were, I'm going to pick one randomly. Let's see. Where was that? Here it is. Counting people in the street, WebGL, and P5. Okay, so P5 versus processing. Counting people. And what was the other one? WebGL. I wonder if this is still going to work, because this uses a service. I'm saving the data. Like this is now a permanent URL. I'll do a tutorial how to make stuff like this, by the way, in the fall. This is now a permanent URL that will always come up with these choices. But I'm using a service. What's that called? It's been shut down. I don't know why I'm blanking on this. It has a name. Let me look in the source code. Parse. I'm using this thing called Parse. It was like maybe bought by somebody and then shut down, or maybe they just decided. Anyway, okay. Okay, so I'm going to spin. Okay, what am I going to answer today? P5 versus processing, WebGL. WebGL. Looks like it's going to be WebGL. Okay. Oh, I'm excited about this. This is great. So I'm going to do I'm going to get myself ready for this. So I'm going to open this up. The other thing that I need to do now is I'm going to do this not as part of the answer. I'm going to I want to make sure I have the most recent version of the library which is of P5 0.5.2. So I'm just going to download this, even though I've done that a zillion times. And one of the things I like to do is it always comes with a folder. If you just do that download this is for not using the official P5 editor. It always comes with a folder called empty example. I'm going to call this WebGL tests. And then I'm going to just put that on my desktop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this I'm going to use the Atom editor. Atom. And remove project folder. Can I just drag this in there? I really want to be able to, and it doesn't work. I can probably drag this to the Atom icon. Great. Okay, so now I have a sketch. One thing I like to do is that I don't like about this is that I feel like this empty example should actually include sound and DOM. And maybe I should file a GitHub issue, and then I also don't want this default padding. But okay, so I just need to make sure this is now visible. Okay, so sketch. Okay, and then the other thing I want to do is I want to run a local server. I want to go to the desktop. WebGL tests and run a little quick local server so that I can see that code in the browser. Then I'm going to do cleanup. Then I definitely should be playing the music during this. I forgot. That's the whole point of having this music. I could also play this music. Okay, I did that. I think I can close a lot of this stuff now. Oops, I lost the music. Let's go to questions. We're going to go to this question. And then I also need localhost. Okay, that's good. And then let me make this a little wider. I'm just getting myself set up here. This, I'm sure, is riveting for you to watch. And then I'm going to go to p5gs.org. Libraries, let's see, there is a WebGL, well, look at all these new libraries that have appeared more recently. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This makes me so happy. Okay, what I'm looking for is maybe under reference, WebGL. Where is there lights, camera, rendering, shape? I'm just curious. 3D. Okay, so it's integrated. Good. It's integrated in, so that's fine. But I do believe there was like a wiki maybe. Let's go to the GitHub processing, p5.js. I kind of feel like maybe I have this memory of seeing a wiki about WebGL. Let's see, I'm looking. I don't necessarily need that. I just wanted to make sure I'm not missing something important. Development, contributed tools, projects, demos, design. Okay. I do want to reference this, though. Okay. Let's go to examples. That's definitely something I want to do. Learn, examples, and then here, is there... We can see that some of these, like this. Oh, that's on mobile. Mobile, whoops. Something like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay, I think I'm good. Okay. There was a getting started with WebGL and P5.js. All right, let's Google getting started with WebGL in P5.js. I recall seeing something that Kevin... Here we go. Sorry, thank you. This is what I was looking for. Thank you in the chat, Patrick. Okay, so... So I'm going to now... okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading this page. Okay, translate. Yeah. Camera. Okay, camera. Primitive shapes. Ooh, custom shapes. Translate triangle, quad. Begin shape. Textures. Interesting. Text. Interesting. Lights and materials. Okay. Directional light. This is so good. I should read this before I do these. Processing, transition, future. Okay, great. This is one. Okay. So let's take a look. Oh, 90. That's a little terrifying to me that there are 91 people supposedly watching this. And I just cycled the cameras. I've got my. Let me just at least add something here. And okay. All right. I think I'm ready to go. Oops, wrong thing. I think this probably means how to use it and make, I'm going to get rid of the word possibly, and make a, I'm just going to say this just to make the title a little bit cleaner. Okay, and I think now I'm ready. Sorry, everybody. Okay. All right, so I'm going to talk about WebGL in P5.js, the state of it, and some things you can do with it, and we'll look at some experiments and examples and just sort of mess around with it for a little bit. Okay, so here we go. I don't need to go over here. I'm just going to do this. Craig in the chat just says, oh, maybe this is part of the some other discussion, but asked the question, super shapes. Super shapes, oh, that would be a great thing to implement. And I was trying to port my examples, but I had some difficulty, and I think there's just one of the things I'm going to talk about is that WebGL the WebGL implementation is in progress, and there's certain things that work and certain things that don't work. And so this video is very much going to be one of the, all of the videos that I make essentially are sort of a moment in time, but this in particular is going to be about the current sort of state and what you can do to kind of help WebGL along. Okay, yeah, super shapes in P5. Okay, here we go. So I'm doing a little like, I was going to say Tai Chi, but I'm clearly not doing Tai Chi, and it would be wrong of me to say that I was, because I don't know. Okay. Okay. Okay, audio's still working, sound's working, great. Hello, welcome to another Q&A Coding Rainbow video. This question comes from Blinkety Blank. Hi, Blinkety Blank. And Blinkety Blank writes, WebGL, how to use it and make a 3D project in P5.js. So I'm going to try to answer this question in this video. And one thing I want to say right at the outright is very much this video is really going to be something that's kind of only relevant for a very short period of time. Because WebGL, the implementation of WebGL in P5.js is something that's very much in progress. It's one of the newer aspects of P5.js, and there are certain things that work beautifully, certain things that haven't been implemented yet. There are probably bugs yet to be discovered. So what I want to do is kind of like look at all of those pieces there, show you where you can find some resources to get started, and then also what is it you can do to kind of help make WebGL and P5.js work better, contribute to it, file a bug report, that sort of thing. So that's kind of my plan for this video. I'm going to try not to walk into any more furniture. But let me just say, maybe you don't even know like what is this WebGL thing in the first place. So okay, anytime you're running a program and it draws pixels, let's do that. I have some P5.js code here, and I'm going to just draw an ellipse in the center of the window. That's 100 by 100. I'm going to go back to the browser. I'm going to find my sketch, and then you can see I have my circle. So how did that circle appear? Well, P5.js as a library has a rendering engine built into it. Now, P5.js could have its own rendering engine, which individually knows how to calculate every pixel of a circle and draw them to the screen. In fact, P5.js is a layer on top of a rendering engine that's part of HTML5 canvas. So you could make this exact sketch without P5.js. You just have to know the raw JavaScript canvas API. And you say things like, give me a context, and I want to like set a stroke on my context and move my pen. I don't know, all sorts of stuff there. So the nice thing, one of the reasons why I like P5.js is it has a sort of comfortable, friendly, quick and easy to use syntax. All I have to do is say ellipse. So that rendering engine using HTML5 canvas is the default rendering engine of P5.js. However, there's another rendering engine you can use. And what's special about this rendering engine is two things. So first of all, I can change this rendering. How do I change the rendering engine? I change it by adding a third argument to create canvas. In this case, I want to say I want a canvas that's 400 by 400, and I want it to be WebGL. I want it to be use the WebGL rendering engine. So what's special about WebGL? Number one is it supports 3D. So suddenly I can create the illusion of three-dimensional perspective in the sketches. Again, there's no actual 3D here. This is a wall. Can you hear that wall? Okay, anyway, this is a wall. It's two-dimensional. It's green, and that's why you see my computer screen. I get a little bit obsessed with that. But anyway, the point is there is no 3D, but the rendering engine will take your code, which implies the third dimension, and then figure out how to render it so that the viewer has the illusion of 3 dimensions. Right? We don't, yeah, anyway, so I could refresh my sketch, and look at that. There's still an ellipse there. So I'm thrilled and surprised to see that, because one of the things about processing Java, which is a project started in 2001, which also has a 3D rendering engine, was this sort of goal of being able to use 3D and 2D fluidly in the same sketch, to be able to kind of use the same concepts, a lot of the same code. You don't need this entire other way of thinking and developing your code, moving back and forth between 2D and 3D. And in many contexts, that might be highly problematic, but in a kind of friendly sketching engine, that can be very useful. So, but we can do things like, I'm actually surprised that suddenly this is doing what it's doing, but let's just keep going with this. Another thing I can do is I can write box. Let's try this. And you can see suddenly there is a box there. Now you might ask yourself the question, oh, look at that. Wait a second. What's going on here? I have some suspicions. Ooh, look at that. Okay, whoa, craziness. I don't know why the ellipse was showing for a while there. I don't know what I did wrong. I didn't hit save properly. But you can see, let me go back now. Take out WebGL. There's the circle. Let me put WebGL back in. And you can see what appeared there. So I would say this is in some sense a bug. WebGL probably shouldn't draw a strange blue and black triangle off to the right when you have to draw an ellipse. And this is one of the aspects that's in progress. I'm kind of jumping around here, but I'm going to show you actually, this is something that currently there is currently a pull request right now which addresses a lot of these bugs. This has not yet been merged into P5.js, but is here that will implement a lot of the 2D drawing stuff. You might ask, like, well, I don't want to use ellipse or rectangle or triangle because I'm in 3D. I want to use box and sphere. But again, you might want to have a flat two-dimensional shape in your 3D world, and that's something that's in progress. Also, this reminds me that I would like to, I'm credit the folks who have really put in a tremendous amount of time in developing P5.js, WebGL. Indefinite here on GitHub is Kevin Seewoff. He has been leading the development of WebGL in P5.js. Karen Peng and Matthew Caney are two others that have been doing a lot of development that I would just mention. And if you go onto GitHub and look at the contributors, you'll find many other people. But this is a project, sweat and tears. I was say blood, sweat, and tears, but I don't know. How about just the sweat and the tears? Out of no tears. There were no tears. Developing P5.js is a happy, friendly, lots of high fives and hugs. Anyway, whatever. So you can see that a lot of this stuff is in progress. Now, let me go back and put this box back in. We can see that the box is there. It looks strangely like a rectangle. And let's try drawing a rectangle just to see. I'm going to try to put a rectangle in the middle. And I'm going to say, because I want to talk about one of the key differences here. Okay, look at that. So this didn't work. Yet another thing that didn't work in WebGL. Generally speaking, right now, my sense of the current implementation of WebGL is all of the stuff that's specific to 3D works really well. And a lot of the stuff that is kind of going back and forth between kind of 2D functions, some of that hasn't yet been implemented. Okay, so the thing that I wanted to mention, which I'll just get to right now, is that you'll notice that the box appears in the center of the window. So how did I specify the location of this box? Well, I didn't. I just gave it a size. So the box function, which is a 3D primitive, gets a single argument, 100. If I change that to 200, you can see the box got bigger. But the way that you set a location of something in three-dimensional space is with the translate function. I need to translate to a location to place the object there. The box function doesn't actually have a position involved as part of its arguments. So I could say I want to translate to the center of the window and place the box, right? 200, 200. But now look, the box is down there. So one thing that's very, very different about WebGL rendering in P5.js is that the default origin point is the center. And this is more of a convention with 3D graphics environment. The default is the center, whereas in 2D graphics, the default is the top left. So if I wanted the default to be the top left, I could simply just say translate negative width divided by 2, negative height divided by 2. And you can see now the default origin is in the top left. Did I get that right? Anyway, I think I did. So then I can do things like, forgetting about that for a second, I can do things like 0, 0, mouse X. So now you can see that box is moving closer and farther away. Again, I could make this as a 2D sketch, right? I could draw a rectangle and make its width and height bigger, or I could make it a 3D sketch and draw a box and have the z-axis move forward and back. But I can also do things like, say, rotate. So I can rotate by an angle, and let me add an angle 0, and then I'm just going to say angle plus equals 0.1. Oops. So I got an error. Interesting. I wonder if I'm required to specify the axis of rotation. Rotate by default is really rotate Z. There we go. So you can see now it's rotating, but I think to show you that there's a 3D thing going on here, I want to say rotate X. And you can see it's rotating along the X-axis. My arm is the X-axis, and this thing is rotating around the X-axis. And I could also say like rotate Y, and I could say like angle times 0.6. And you can see now I'm rotating along the X and the Y axis. And you can see the box has this sort of default shading, because I haven't done anything to specify what color should be on the sides, or what, I don't know, what texture is something I can do to put an image on it. So you can see this, I could change this box to sphere. You can see now I have a sphere. It's a little harder to see the rotation because it's very symmetrical. I could change this to cone. Hey, look, there's a cone. Amazing. I can change this to, is there something called a torus, maybe? Whoa, look at that. Oh, I love it. Whoa, hula hooping. So look, there's all sorts of exciting possibilities. All of this is there, and it just works. Ooh, this is great. I love WebGL. Okay, so you can see that you can use 3D primitives and position things with translate, rotate things using rotate. So you might be asking the question now, I like this WebGL thing. Could I use more? But did I mention, I don't think I talked about, I really should script these out a bit more. Oh, look, I forgot that I can zoom in and out. Okay, wait, hold on. So let's say you want to learn more about this stuff. So one thing you can do is there is a wiki page. This is the URL. The link to this will be in this video's description. And this has probably a much more coherent, sane explanation of things that are possible. A bit about the 3D coordinate system, translate and rotate, as I mentioned to you. Camera and view is something that is also a thing you can do. The camera being, it's a little bit, it's sort of interesting. Like, let's say this pen is the camera, and my fist is a sphere that I'm going to draw in 3D. I could do this, right? I could move the sphere, or I could move the camera. And visually, those will have the same result, right? The sphere is getting bigger and closer to the viewer's eye. So, but using camera and perspective, ortho is something to create that sort of like flat Kubert style three-dimensional look. Those are functions that you might investigate to sort of look at different ways that you can manipulate the viewer's perspective in 3D. These are all the shapes. I did some of them: cone, torus, sphere, plane, box. These are some other types of 3D shapes that you can render. There's some more stuff about that. Textures is something that, again, I would want to make individual tutorials about all these topics. This is really a bit of an overview here, and I will do that at some point, maybe later, more towards the end of the summer when a lot of the features are a little further along. But you can see that you can take an image. Oh boy, we should just do this right now. Look at that. Look how simple that is. Okay, hold on. Stop. I mean, don't stop. Stay with me. Well, I'm going to look for a hedgehog. Image of a hedgehog. Okay, this is a nice, cute hedgehog. I don't know, do I have the rights to this image? I don't know what's going on. Maybe this is bad. I'm going to save this image to my desktop under WebGL tests, hedge.jpg. And then what I'm going to do is go to my code, and I'm going to say var image. And I'm going to say, I'm going to add the preload function just to make sure the image is loaded. And then I'm going to say here, I'm going to say, where do I say that? Probably just right here, texture, image. Let's try that. Let's go back. Look at that. There's, I think, a hedgehog on this spinning torus. Let's make that a box. Let's slow down the rotation a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, spinning hedgehog. This deserves some sort of music like the hedgehog song, but that's a little bit too much. Anyway, so you get the idea. This is kind of wonderful and magical that you can do this stuff so quickly and easily. Okay, there's some stuff going on in the chat that I have no idea what it's about. So that's some other stuff that's useful. Text. Here's another thing that I think is really important. There are various lighting functions. So right, ambient light, meaning light that's just as if you have this sort of glowing orb that just kind of blasts light all throughout a room, versus a directional light, which is more like a spotlight, pointed in a specific direction, versus a point light, which is like if I had a very small and bright glowing orb at a specific spot. So like the ambient light is not like an orb. That's a point light of like an orb sitting in the space, almost as if you wanted to create like a sun, and the sun is blasting out light. You could put a point light where the sun is located. Ambient light is more like the walls of the room are glowing and just kind of, there's just ambient light everywhere. So we could do something like, I could add this ambient light function. And this would be, what happened? Ambient light, let's make it a nice pink light. And I'm gonna go back and refresh. And you can see, look, now there's some light. Of course, all these things could be variables. I could also do like a point light. Let's look at the point light very briefly. I should do these as separate tutorials. I lost my getting started. Where can you find this stuff also? The P5JS reference is also a really good place. So let's look up the point light reference. And what does point light require? It has a whole lot of different possible arguments, but it has a red, green, and blue value, an opacity, and then an X, Y, Z position of where the light is. So I could do something like 200, 0, 0, and change this to a point light. And what I'm hoping you're going to see is that, you can see that the light is kind of shining on it. I should draw something where that is, just so you can see. So let's do translate 200, 0, 0, and then draw a small sphere there. Whoops. And now, by the way, if I translate something, it affects everything after it. So what I want to do is say push matrix, pop matrix. Oh, no. In P5, it's actually just push and pop to save and restore. Again, I need to make a separate tutorial about that if it doesn't exist already. And then let's make this box a little bit smaller just so we can kind of see what's going on here. So you can see this is where the light is. The light is emanating from here, so you can see that this side of the spinning rectangle is the only thing that's kind of reflecting or getting that light. Again, my talents here in 3D are kind of pathetic, but you can see how you can start to manipulate the lights in the scene as well. Then there's material, which is another thing you can read about. Okay, so let's talk about now, let's say you start playing around with it, you're trying to make a project in 3D. There are some things that aren't yet implemented there. A fully featured virtual camera, that might be something that's much more elaborate in terms of how you might move a camera around. Shaders is a special kind of programming language that is very fast and allows you to manipulate pixels and do all sorts of things with textures and geometry in kind of special and interesting ways. Matthew Caney is working on this summer a shader implementation for P5JS, so that's going to happen in the future. The other thing that you can look for is, but if you are in the P5JS GitHub repository, you can go under issues, and I believe there is a WebGL label. So I could click here under area WebGL, and you can see these are two current bug reports / feature discussions. And so if you would like to, if you're finding something that's not working or you're not sure about, this is a place where you can post a bug report of, you looked at this function, it's not working properly in 3D, should it not, that sort of thing. You can post that here. The other thing I would encourage you to look at is under the pull request, you can see that there are currently in progress. I mentioned this one, which is number 1518. There are lots of things. So this, look, implements all rect and ellipse modes in WebGL. So this is now allowing a lot of those 2D functions. So the next release of P5JS may have some of this stuff working. So I wouldn't file a bug report about rectangle or ellipse at this moment. And maybe by the time you're watching this video, that will be fixed. But you can see, so this is, I think, a place where you can ask questions, submit bug reports, as well as potentially contribute to the development itself of 3D. And so if you have questions about how you can get involved, you can ask me a question on Twitter or in the YouTube comments here, or as well just sort of like jump in on P5JS. There's also, if you go to the P5JS wiki, that's where, by the way, this getting started with WebGL in P5 tutorial is. And then also there is a wiki here about development and how you can get started contributing to P5JS as well. So this is a rambling, very long somehow answer to this question. I hope this gives you an idea and a sense of what some possible things are in P5JS with WebGL. And at some point, I would like to make an actual more, I never make anything proper, but I'll say a proper sequence tutorial series about how to do 3D stuff in WebGL. And if you watch this video, if you're doing stuff in WebGL, you enjoyed it, please give your thanks and credit to the contributors and developers of P5JS who are doing all sorts of work with their smiles and hugs in making P5JS WebGL. Okay, goodbye. See you in another video, maybe, if you want. Okay, goodbye. Okay. All right. So that was my Q&A. I don't know how that was. It was kind of long. Does anybody have a sense of how long that was in the chat? I meant for this to be short and more 10 minutes. I see that there are some questions in the chat. Can you show more JavaScript game development? So I do actually have a few coding challenge tutorial videos that involve, and I'm not really a game developer in any sort of formal sense, so I'm just kind of like making up stuff as I go in some of these videos. But I do have a tutorial about making a snake game in JavaScript. I think I have a kind of Space Invaders type clone. So simple 2D game type of stuff. You can find those in my YouTube channel. It was about 20 minutes. That's not so bad. Okay. Let's see. It is now approaching noon. I think I should probably leave that as my Q&A for today. P5.play. That's something I definitely should do. That's something I definitely should do a tutorial or something about. Will there be a P5 version of Nature of Code? Yes, I'm working on that. Hopefully it'll be done by the end of the summer. Point clouds, 3D graphics tutorials. I have a lot of videos where I'm doing 3D in processing. So you're going to go back in my channel. That's one thing I could consider doing, is making a playlist of all videos that have 3D concepts in them. So that's something that I will certainly consider doing. I'm just curious to check something here, which is, while I have been live broadcasting, has anybody submitted any new questions? Doesn't look like it, but you're here. This is when you're asking questions in the chat. If you want to have a topic for a future tutorial request tracked, you can post it here. Okay. Jeremy asked, new haircut or smaller shirt? It's neither. It's a trick. It's an optical illusion. Beard trim. Okay. So let's see. For those of you who have joined late, one thing you should not forget.
This is random. This is noise.
Is
I always forget the this dot.
Don't forget to type this dot in JavaScript.
I'm gonna
Okay.
do this dot.
Let me get myself organized here.
This dot. This dot. This dot. I'm gonna do this dot. This dot. I'm gonna do dot. This dot. This dot. This dot. This dot. Sorry. This dot. This dot.
All right. So what do I want to do now?
This dot. This dot.
Let's go to.
This dot. This dot. This dot. Never forget this dot. This dot. This dot. This dot. I'm gonna do this dot. This dot. I'm gonna do this. This dot. This dot. This dot. I'm gonna do this dot.
Okay.
This dot. I'm gonna do dot. This dot. This dot. This dot.
That's fine.
I'm gonna do this dot. This dot. I'm gonna do this dot. This
Okay.
dot.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. Okay.
This dot. This dot. This dot. This dot. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm missing a power cord for my laptop that got borrowed, and somebody was just coming in saying that she had it. So, but so far I'm okay power-wise because I have two. Just this laptop might turn off. should check it.
I'm going to do the this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song. Never forget the this dot.
All right,
Somebody
so,
compose that song for
okay,
me.
I got distracted here.
Firework is not defined in line 6.
This is-
Yep, as always, I always forget the this dot, this dot, this dot.
This is another, there are two this dot songs.
This dot,
This
dot,
is the
this
F
dot
looper
song.
this
Never
dot
forget
song.
This dot. Somebody compose that song for me.
Okay,
Okay. This dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song. Never forget this dot. This dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot, this dot, this dot.
that's how I feel when I'm having to type this down. Okay, so here is where I am thinking of going next. Okay, so these are some things, and I also made some notes, IDs. One thing I want to add to this. Okay, and I think what I want to do is show you, whoops, no. I also want to add, using a library for blobs, Polygon, OpenCV, Polygon approximation for shape detection. So that's something that I wanted to show. So this is my list. Boy, there's a lot of stuff on this list here. So these are the 3 computer vision tutorials I made previously. So I could just go right and use OpenCV to show OpenCV the difference. I could show OpenCV in face detection. I could start doing some stuff in the browser, and I also wanted to do the ID thing for persistence. Okay, let me think about this. What's going to make the most sense? Okay, thank you. No problem. I don't really need it right now if you're still using it, but because I have 2. But
if I'm on a computer, is our battery? Maybe I may borrow it.
okay, yeah.
I mean, like, I would put it back.
Yeah, I'll be done in an hour too. So then,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Hold on, everybody. I'm just plugging in another power cord. This way, my laptop battery won't die. Persistence. Yeah, I think I should do the persistence thing. Okay. Because that's an interesting algorithm, and I'll sure. Oh, you know what? Let me mention a couple things. So let's get up and running with my previous blob detection. Computer vision. Here it is. Blob tracking. So let me open this up in processing. Hey, by the way, I just got a text message on my Pebble. Someone asking me what's the best software to track unique downloads for a podcast. You know how podcasting software like iTunes app and stuff that's like the same like IP address will download the same file like hundreds of times. If anybody knows that, send that to me on Twitter @Schiffman. Okay. I do want to have guests, by the way. I don't want to make somebody accidentally who's just trying to ask me a question come in on camera. But I have plans in the future for guests, and I want to bring new faces to Coding Rainbow and that sort of thing as well. So that's something that I am really thinking about. Okay. Okay. What's ECS? Jeremy, what's ECS? Okay, let me run this. Let me find my blobs. Okay, now, where's my tape? Did I lose my tape? Uh-oh. I don't have my magical tape anymore. Hold on, I think I know. Hold on, I'll let you guys have some music. I'll be right back. You'll probably still be able to hear me talking as I wander around, look for some tape. I'm here. I don't know if you can still hear me. I don't know how far these lav mic goes. I'm in a closet right now.
Firework is not defined. Okay.
I don't see the tape.
As always,
Maybe I don't need the
forget
tape
this
today.
Firework is not defined. Okay, line
I thought this
6.
is where I found some
As
the other
always, I
day.
always forget the this dot. This dot's on. Firework is not defined. Okay,
Imagine that.
as always, I always forget the this dot's on. Firework is not defined. Okay, line 6. As always, I always forget the this dot.
I don't know where the tape is.
Firework is not defined. Line 6. Yep. As always, I always forget the this dot. I'm gonna do the this dot's on. Never forget.
Okay, I'm back. I didn't find
Think
the
about
tape.
that song for me.
So weird. I had like this roll of tape.
Firework is not defined.
Okay. Anyway, okay. Let's put the processing sketch back on. Let's try this. I'm gonna stand back and see if this still works. Okay. So one thing that I wanted to mention, there were a couple really excellent suggestions. So I need to probably click on one of these to get the color. So this is where we last sort of left off. I'm able to track multiple blobs. You can see if I put these together. It's actually, and so there are a couple things that were mentioned on that I got as feedback. So this implementation works. You can see that it works. You can do the blob dance. This is the blob dance. So, okay, maybe I can wear this on my head. That'll be interesting. Anyway, okay, so there's a couple things. I'm so distracted by this that I have to look. I'm going to look at the camera. Okay, so I made a simple blob tracking implementation that works, that does the basic idea. It is not optimal. One thing that you could consider doing if you want it to be faster is using something called a flood fill algorithm. You can look that up and maybe I'll make a video about that, where once I find one red pixel, maybe I can just sort of search around it and I don't need to just keep scanning the pixels in order. So there's ways that you can kind of more efficiently ignore and scan pixels to kind of fill up the blobs. The other thing is my distance check, right? I have to figure out, are these two blobs or is this like one big blob? And actually, amazingly, it's getting these as separate, which is almost a bug, but the reason why I have that bug is because I'm always checking the distance of every pixel from the center of an existing blob rather than finding sort of its closest edge. So that would be something that would certainly make things kind of work better. So I think I probably should come back and maybe do a video which is like improve the blob tracking with some of these algorithms, but I'm a little bit less concerned with that because my goal here is to just kind of show you how things work. You get a sense of iterating through pixels. You can do sort of creative experiments. But ultimately, if what you want is to track these two things, I might just use a library that's going to have all of these optimizations and kind of fine tuning built into it, like OpenCV, which I will show you. Marching squares also. Marching squares is also 2D Engine in the chat mentions. That's another great algorithm that you could use. Okay, now, I really want to tape these to my head. I really want to tape these to my head, and then I want to like draw like weird ears where they are instead. But that'll happen another day. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just send a message to the Slack. Hold on a second. I'm gonna ask. Can you bring it by? Okay, so now let's look. I think let's do the persistence thing. But let me fix that. I feel like I want to. The threshold is also, okay. Anyway, okay, sorry. Let me go back to my. I think I should reorder this. I think it would make sense for me to do the persistence thing next. Although I could use, let's just look at OpenCV for a second. Here, whoops, I lost the chat. Okay, so let's just run a quick experiment here. Examples. OpenCV for processing. I'm looking for the find contours. I think will work for me. Yeah, let's do that one. Whoa, oh yeah. Okay, hold on everyone. I need to do a pull request on this. Okay, hold on. How do I do this? I thought I could do this with settings. Oh, because maybe, anyway, I'm not going to worry about this. This is silly. What's the size of this image? This is a side discussion that I want to fix at some point. But I'm just trying to, 1080 by 720, okay. Let's take a look at this. So you can see this is Greg Borenstein, by the way, the creator of the OpenCV library. Let me change this to using a camera. Sorry, I just want to, I should put some, I need some like theme music here. Okay, let me change this. Will that work? Interesting. I'm just changing this very briefly. Okay, what do I need to do? So one thing I'm trying to do here, sorry everybody, is I'm trying to change it. So the way the OpenCV library works, which I'm going to get to, is it loads a, OpenCV is like this sort of bucket, and you can put an image into it. And once it has that image, you can call various functions that process the image and do certain things and send you information back. So I should really just look at the documentation, but I'm going to do live cam. If we look at live cam tests, we can see that, okay, great. So I need to use this load image, which always, great. So I can see now what I need to do is back in my, the thing that I was messing with, what I want to do is create a capture, and I'll call that video. I like calling it video better. I want to create a capture object and an OpenCV object, both the same size. And I'm going to have to do this. And then what I want to do is I need to say video.start. And then I want to have capture event. So whenever there is a new image available from the camera, I want to read that image. And then I want to say in draw every frame load image. So this is how I do it. I have an OpenCV bucket and a capture object, and the OpenCV is the same size. So every time through draw, I just say what's the current image, put it in there. Then I want to process it, find all the contours, draw them, and let's see if this works. Oops, and this should say, I don't know why I have this by accident. So now this should be the video, and this should be the video. So let's see if I get this working. Okay, great. So what I want to do is step out of this frame and put this here. And you should see that I'm able to kind of you can see that it's getting all this contour stuff. So this is interesting to look at. I really want to be able to detect this as a nice, I need my tape. So I could tape it to the wall and step out of the image is what I want to do. But so there's a lot of settings here. So I'm going to investigate. Oh yeah, this is something that this is a big thing here. So this, threshold value makes a big difference in terms of what it's going to see. Okay, so you know what? I'm in a way I'm like happier right now with my my blob detection, so I'm going to use that. We'll come back to the OpenCV stuff another time, but it's good to see that a little bit. So let me save this OpenCV blob testing. And let me think about this. Let's look, I want to look for one of the comments. Well, I want to make one improvement on this blob detection algorithm. Oh God, please no, don't play an ad. Don't play an ad. At least turn off the sound. Don't play an ad. Don't watch this. No, I played an accidental ad. Skip ad. Okay. And okay, so I want to look for this comment. Yes. Okay. So this is great. Quack Quack writes, I think you could obtain a better result with a much lower, how are we doing on time-wise? Much lower threshold and a different way to calculate the distance between a pixel and a blob. You need to calculate the shortest distance between any pixel of the blob and the given pixel. This way, if the red area is big, you won't get a lot of small blobs next to one another, even if you don't exclude small blobs. Okay. So I'm so glad that was helpful. I noticed that if you had a threshold of 20, let's say 20 pixel distance using a dysfunction, not the distance squared one, a blob becomes bigger than 4. Okay, yeah. So I do kind of want to add this fix. The issue I see with this fix is that performance-wise, it's going to make it possibly much, much slower. But let's do it anyway. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this as a video. And then I'm sure like marching squares, is that the thing that's going to do this even better? Okay. One thing I want to do, hold on, let's add some stuff here for a second. So one thing I also want to do is, there's a couple different thresholds. Okay. I want to just add some text on the screen. Boy, I'm not getting very far here, am I? Today. So I'm going to save this as blob tracking 2. And let's just put this at the top left of the screen is probably good. What's it called? Distance threshold. Okay. And then I think in the key pressed, I did A and Z for distance. And let's do S and X for the regular threshold. So one improvement I want to make, and you'll see why this was useful, hopefully, is that what I want to be able to do is, where are my buttons here? So that color, the attack of the blobs. Okay. Why is that not working? Oh, color threshold. Maybe that's not a global variable. SX. What's wrong with this? Oh, it always says equals 80 here. Well, that'll override. That'll do it. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to be able to live change these. And you can see how like changing those values really changes the sort of behavior of the blob. And this should be one blob now. I mean, it's sort of nice that it's not, and in a way, but okay. So that's one thing I wanted to change. Now, and I think what I'm actually going to do is, this is a little bit silly, but I'm going to put it just on the right side of the window. I don't know, it seems like it'll be a little more out of the way there. And okay. Okay. Okay, everyone. So let's look at the blob. Okay. I'll be right back. Just to blow, stepping aside. Oh wait, that didn't work. Do you still hear me? Okay. Okay, so what I want to do in this example, and I'm going to just make this in a video, and let me quit this, quit some things I don't need right now, and I'm going to get to this comment. Is there a way to make this bigger? Yeah, there we go. Show more. No, that's this. Where are the comments? Ah. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be, there's a lot of chat going on. Okay, this is going to be a quick video on improved blob detection. Okay? And in this video, I will be doing something exciting, because I will use this whiteboard, which looks a little bit crooked. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Welcome to a follow-up blob tracking video. Now, in this video, I'm going to look at a comment that came in on YouTube from Quack Quack, which says, I think you could obtain a better result with a much lower threshold and a different way to calculate the distance between a pixel and a blob. You need to calculate the shortest distance between any pixel of the blob and the given pixel. This way, if the red area is big, you won't get a lot of small blobs next to one another, even if you don't exclude small blobs. So what does this comment mean? So let me run the example, which I believe is actually already running over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up this. So you can see here, I'm doing blob detection on this red cup. Now, I could add a second red cup. Now I have two. Look at this. As I bring them closer. Now, strangely enough, I kind of like how this works, because these are two different objects. I want them to be two separate blobs. But they really shouldn't be separate blobs once they're together. It should really recognize them as one blob. But look how it picks it up as a second one as soon as I move it a little bit apart. Why is this happening? This is happening because there is a distance threshold. So when I find a pixel, this is a new pixel that is red. I have found a new red pixel. Is it part of that blob or not? So the first thing I do is I test its distance from where? The center of the blob. So I get that value as some distance, and I check that distance. Is it greater than or less than some threshold? So let's say the threshold is 80. And my blob is now this big blob that's like 160 by 90 pixels. So even if I find a pixel over here, its distance from the center is going to be greater than 80. By definition, it's going to be 81. So my algorithm will actually make a new little blob right here, which in a lot of cases isn't what you want. You just want this blob to be a little bit bigger. Now, I'm sure I will get a YouTube comment explaining what the optimal way of doing this is, but I'm just kind of showing you the basic idea, and in the end, I'm going to show you in a future video using like OpenCV or a blob detection library. A lot of libraries will have sort of optimized code, and maybe I'll get to that at some point, but a way of doing this would actually just be to find, this blob has kind of accumulated a whole lot of pixels. let's find the shortest distance between this new pixel and any single other member of the blob and see if it's within a given threshold. So let's come back over here and let's add that. Woo, here I am, I'm giant, don't eat me. Let's add that to the code. And this is, by the way, exactly what Quack Quack suggests. You need to calculate the shortest distance between any pixel of the blob and the given pixel. So if I go back to, where am I? My code, I have this blob object. And this blob object keeps track of really only a few pieces of data of the blob. It keeps track of the xy over here and the xy over here. It doesn't keep track of the interior pixels. You know, one thing I might do, I kind of have an idea of making this a little bit more optimal to just like see if it's within the y, how far away it is from the x. But anyway, I'm going to do it by looking at all the pixels of the blob. I thought there's a couple of different ways I could approach this. But you can see the blob doesn't keep track of the pixels. But there's no reason why I couldn't make an array list of p vector objects, a p vector being I could use as a position vector, an xy coordinate as a single object. And I'm going to call this like points. And when I make a blob, I make a new array list of p vector objects. And then whenever I add a point, I want to also make a p vector and add it. So what I'm doing now is not just creating the rectangle, but storing every single point that's part of that blob. Now, the question is, how do I determine, where in the code do I determine whether it's part of that blob? Well, I do that here. And so what I want to do now is let's just make sure this is working, by the way. And we can see that this is working. But what might be interesting here, by the way, is to, just when I display the blob right now, just to have a sense of things, I'm going to go look at all the vectors. And I'm going to say stroke. Let's make a blue, RGB. By the way, here we should have an RGB song. RGB, RGB, BG, RGB, G, RGB, A sometimes. Okay, somebody will compose that song. And then I'm going to make a point. So this should also, in addition to simply drawing the rectangle, the sort of bounding box of that blob, these are all the actual pixels associated with the blob as well as blue. So now what I want to do is here, when I want to write a function that's going to return true or false. And I'm going to call that function close enough. Or maybe I'll call it is close. So what I want to do here is start, and I'm going to return true just by default for a second. So what I want to do here is say, let me find the shortest distance between any point in the blob and this new point. So the thing that I want to check is some given xy. And what I want to do is say the record distance. The record distance starts out as something like super big, 100,000, right? And then what I want to do is look at every single vector in all of the points, and I want to get that distance. So I want to say distance squared between point.x, point.y, and a given x, that given xy, and sorry, v.x, v.y. Then I want to say if that distance is less than the record distance, then the record distance is now that distance. And let's actually just do this. Let's have this return a float. Get shortest d. So I'm actually going to make the function return that shortest distance, and I'll do the threshold checking out in the other. I'll do the threshold checking out in the main loop. And then at the end here, all I need to do is return the record distance. So in other words, what I want to do here now is instead of just looking, oh, that's, by the way, oh, I have an isNear function. I already have the is near function. I'm confused because I have two. It's very confusing because there's two different thresholds. There's the color threshold, like is this pixel within the color threshold? Once it is, what's its distance? So all I need to do is do this. This is very silly of me. This algorithm, this whole algorithm that I worked on, I don't need another function. I just need to find this is near function, right? Is this distance less? I don't want the distance from the center anymore. Comment that out. What I want is, I want a bell, by the way. I want a ding whenever I have this epiphany moment where I realize I did something wrong. I'm gonna get a bell, a physical bell, and then so now I want to check this record distance. If the record distance is within that distance threshold, so I'm going to look at all the points and find that shortest distance. Now, normally I would be 100% sure that this large number for record distance is totally reasonable, but because I'm doing distance squared, the blob could be quite far away pixels-wise and squared. So I'm going to do something like width times width. I probably shouldn't have it do that math. Let's just make it a really big number. How about 10 million? Let's just be safe here. So now I'm going to run this code, and let's see how this goes. I have a blob. Oops, I don't have a blob. Look, by the way, oh, ka-chunk, 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 slow, slow, horrible slowness. So this is just too much. These blobs have a lot of points. So let's see if we can think about at least a way of, I don't know, people are giving me suggestions in the chat. Let's think of a way of making this work. What I'm going to do is, one thing I could do is kind of let's just use some of the points. Let's just use every 10 points. And so I'm going to manually loop through. Right? I don't have any mistakes here that are making this really slow. So let's see. Let's see how this does. Yeah, just add one for every 100 points. And actually, just adding the points every so often would probably be better. So let's see here. How come I'm not picking up the blob? Click. What did I do to not? Okay, how about every 100 points? Let me make sure distance is less. Record distance. Okay. Hold on a sec. Let's go back here. So the record distance, I need the debugging song. This is another one I need. Oh, somebody is sending me a link. Timeout. This video is going to get edited. So I have to think about this. I need a debugging song. Is anybody, by the way, experiencing an audio problem? Patrick is saying that he's having an audio problem. Okay, let's think about this. Debugging, I'm debugging this code. I don't know what to do. My brain is lost. I am no Lin-Manuel Miranda. I am not. Very sad. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure things are working here. Yeah, I'm getting my blob. So, how big the array must be super big, which is probably an issue. So let's do int counter. Let's try this. So what I'm going to try doing is adding a counter. And only if counter mod 100 equals 0 do I add a point. And then here I can still do plus plus. Is this right? Vx, Vy, the points. And so this I can also go back to this, p vector v points. So let's try this. And let's do every 500 just to be, let's see what happens here. What am I missing here? I must be doing something else wrong. Let's look at this algorithm again. The record distance is some really big number. If distance is less than record distance, I have a new record distance. I'm going through all the points. Nuna Costa is I can't think of why this is like not working at all. Hold on, let's look back. Yeah. Yeah, this dot. Yeah, this dot. If only the fixer, right? And somebody must have a suggestion here. Well, I could go back to my other idea, which was just to check its distance from one of the edges of the blob once it's within a certain threshold. It is the last. There you circle. Okay. Oh, Neon Cot Fan is providing a useful comment here. I made a blob detection for the Kinect, and it is the last comment of issue number 25. There, I use a circle rectangle collision algorithm from here. Okay, so hold on. Let's go to this URL. GOO.gl.gl/OZX0SQ. Oh. What is this code doing? This makes sense. This makes sense to just think of this as not looking for the shortest. What I'm really looking for is the distance of a point to a rectangle, right? So distance of point to rectangle. How do I calculate the distance between a point and an axis-aligned rectangle? The distance from point rectangle's border can be computed this way. This totally makes sense. This is what I wanted to do in the first place. Use the issue number 25. I don't know what the issue number 25 is on GitHub. Oh, is it like on my GitHub? Oops, I need a quick link to Rainbow Code. I don't see issue 25. Maybe on a different GitHub. Nope, that's something else. Okay. Maybe on Rainbow Topics? I don't know what repo. I don't know what repo this issue 25 is. Ah, sorry here. Ah, okay. Yeah. Ah, okay. Oh, that's nice. This is lovely. So here we can see here. Sorry about that. You were Anian Cat Fan was being very clear, and I was just missing the point here. So this is a nice algorithm to check if it's near a circle with a given radius, which it could also circle x and circle y. The radius here would be 1, essentially. I think what I'm going to do, though, so this is useful. I'm going to investigate this. I think what I'm going to do is actually something simpler, which is I'm just going to use this particular algorithm. because I can just use the distance from the rectangle's border. I think this makes sense. If the distance is 0, the point touches the inside of it. So I actually can just, what's nice about this solution, radius is for the threshold, that's okay. But I'm going to try this solution because I think this will work nicely. Basically what I want to do is change, what I want is the distance between a given point and a given rectangle. Because what I'm doing is I'm taking, okay, what is the difference, the absolute value, or is this looking toward, is this giving me the center? Let's look at this for a second. The difference between a point and x minus, hold on, I'm confused. Let's think about this. Let's look at this code for a second on the whiteboard. This is one of those days. I got to watch the time, 12:35. Oh boy. Got to finish this. Oh, I didn't get to the IDs is the thing that I actually know how to do because I've done that so many times. And I'm just like off in Neverland here, but I have to finish this. Okay, let's look at that code for a second. I don't know if this is actually right. Absolute value of px minus x minus the width of a rectangle divided by 2. So this is a rectangle. Now the question I have is the x, what is the x? Is the x the top left or the center of the rectangle? Here, let's go back to the, I don't know if I liked this page. You just have to clamp the point into the rectangle and compute the distance from the clamped point. Point is px, top left corner, right? Oh, I like this. Oh, this is a nice way of looking at it here, right? Because I want to say like, yeah. In other words, let's look at this for a second, okay? So, what I want to do is I want to find the minimum. Right, here's my point. Px, Py. Here is this point. What I want to find is which is smaller. This, so mx. Is it this one or this one? So in this case, it would be this one. And then what I want to do is find the maximum, right? Ah, this is so obvious to me now. I want to figure out which edge is it, right? Ding, where's my bell? Ding! I think this makes sense to me now, right? It's confusing because I basically want to know, I want this distance, or if it's over here, I want this distance. So basically I can say something like, if, px, I have a point, like I want to have the rectangle x. Rectangle x is the minimum, I got this now, of the actual rectangle's x or the actual maximum x of the I need the I figured it out song. Too many songs. Is the of course I've done this before. I just totally forgotten, blanked on it. Let's see how the chat is going. Oh, Oliver always has. Why not just pretend it's a circle and add the two radii together? That would be a good idea. Can I just do it this way since this is what I've got going right now? Okay, so I want to find which one, and then once I have that, it's which so it's either then the maximum. So if it's over here, I'm now here. And then the maximum, wait, I've lost my train of thought again. I had this a second ago. Of the, yeah. The maximum of this thing that it just calculated and min x. So this is two steps, right? I want to figure out which edge. So this will give me the edge. Because let's just prove that this is the case. So let's say this is where px is, which is, and this is max x, and this is min x. So which is the minimum? Sorry, this is actually just x. Which is the minimum, x or max x? If it's over here. This one is the minimum. So now I've got max x. Which is the maximum? Which this is the answer. I know I'm making weird variable names. Which is the answer? Okay, so now I'm on this one. Which is bigger? This one or this one? This one. So I'm left with here. So this is the distance I want. Now, if it were over here, we start with over here. Which is smaller, x or max x? This is. Which is bigger, minimum x or this is? This is. So if it's over here, I'll end up with this side. It's over. God, it was so obvious. That just took me forever to figure out. Okay. Just clamp the point to the rectangle. Circle it, radius. Everybody's got much better suggestions than me. It's very hard to do this live. I just want you to know. If I'm sitting quietly by myself with pencil and paper. So I'm going to do this clamping thing because I think that'll work nicely. Clamping, by the way, means, this idea of clamping means if it's over here, just clamp it here. If it's over here, clamp. So like move the rectangle to the nearest edge. Okay? So I'm going to come back into this video now. I want to look at this particular algorithm that Nyan suggested, which I think will be which possibly could be even better. And Oliver also had a very good suggestion, but I'm going to do an easy one, which is, okay. So where was I mucking around here? Where did I mess things up here? Okay. So let me go back and comment this out and run this again. Okay. I might try to come back again this afternoon because I feel, okay, so this is working. Great. But I have this problem. Yeah. Oh, what did I fixed it. Never mind, everything's fine. There we go. It's not fine. Okay, so I am going to come back and I'm going to do this differently. I am going to do I'm going to clamp it. Let me erase all this. I don't remember what I had up on the whiteboard. Oliver, what did you message retracted? I have to know what that was. Okay, so we have this. And we have this. Okay. I don't know what I'm drawing there. Okay. So basically, I'm going to like find whichever corner it's closest to. By the way, if it's inside the rectangle, then it's just inside the rectangle. I'll get 0. So I don't think I actually, but that'll work for if it's inside the rectangle. OK, so if it's over here, it'll be giving the distance from this corner. Ah, I see why I could do the circle thing. Yeah. OK, I'll do that one next. OK, here we go. OK. The comment was clearly, never mind. I'm sure it wasn't. I know what I would be commenting about myself. OK. Back after some testing and debugging, and I think this particular algorithm of checking every point is just going to be way too slow. So let's do it a different way. So another way we could do it is if this is the blob and this is the given point, and I don't want to test its distance to the center, the other thing I could do is actually just test its distance to the closest edge. So if it's down here, I'm essentially testing the distance to here. If it's here, I'm testing the distance to here. If it's over here, I'm testing to here. So I'm going to test the distance to the closest edge of this rectangle. Now, how do I find the closest edge? Now, there is a technique known as clamping, not to be confused with glamping, which from what I understand is like glamour camping or something. I've never done that before. I don't know what I'm talking about. But this is called clamping, which is mean take the point and kind of clamp it to the side of the rectangle. So there's a way that we can do that actually by, let's say the point is over here. I can kind of look first for the minimum between this point's x, if this is px, py, I can look for the minimum. Like if it were over here, right, the minimum would be here. If it's these 2 points, the minimum would be here. So I can look for the minimum and the right of the rectangle, which in my program was called max x. And once I get that, whether it's now either here or here, I can do the sort of maximum of the result of this, and now this side of the rectangle, min x, right? Because the maximum, if I clamped it to over here, this would still be the maximum. But if this was still the minimum, then suddenly I'm going to now have this side of the rectangle. So this is a little bit confusing, but this is a nice technique for being able to find which side of the rectangle is the point on. By the way, if it's in the center, what am I going to get? I'm going to get the minimum between these 2 points is going to be here, and then the maximum is also going to be here. I'm going to get itself. So if I get itself, it's already in the rectangle. The distance will ultimately be 0. So that's very, very useful. OK, so let's come back over here, and I'm going to implement this. So I'm going to get rid of my other idea. And in fact, I don't no longer need to have this array list of points. That was an interesting idea. I guess it will stay in this video forever as my misguided attempt. And probably another way of doing that. I'm going to get rid of this, all of this stuff that I added. I had this counter thing. I was experimenting with something. And now over here, what I just want to do now is say first, I want to find this point cx, which is not the center of the rectangle anymore. I want to test the maximum, the minimum of x and the right side of the rectangle. And then I want to say cx, the result of that is the maximum of itself and the minimum of the rectangle. And actually, I could write this in one line of code, the maximum of the result of this and the minimum of the rectangle. It's a little bit awkward to write it that way, but it's kind of what you'll probably see. I might prefer it, and I could do the same thing with y. I think I got that right. And then, instead of the center, I can now just calculate the distance between this new clamped point, the point that's kind of clamped around the edge of the rectangle itself. So now, when I run this, that's my singing for when I'm waiting for the processing sketch to start. And I bring these blobs up. Look at this. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, look at that. Notice how it's now one blob. That's because my distance threshold is 75. So now I could change that. I could change that distance threshold. I got to change the color threshold. I got to guess now. Come on, give me over here. I clicked on the, no. Help. Get out. Oh, no. Stand in front. Wait, can I do this? No. Okay. I got to just rerun the sketch. This is a problem. Don't click in the window. It sets the color of what I'm tracking. So what I want to do is change that distance threshold. You can see I have some keystrokes, which are allowing me to change it very slowly. And the window lost focus. And if I click in it, I got a major problem here. There we go. I should have it changed by 5. Anyway, you can see that distance threshold is now 39. And if I step aside, and you can see now they're separate blobs until they get within 39 pixels, then they're one blob. But this is going to be much more accurate now. I can at least kind of really tune when do I want it to be separate blobs versus one blob and have a lot more control. Oh, I like this better. Boy, this is probably a way too long of a video for you to just get this like simple optimization. But I had to discover it. Somebody, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just enjoying the fact I want to like wear a hat with these things on them. So many possibilities. Okay, so now that you've seen this, this is one optimization I could do of this. Not really an optimization. It doesn't make it run faster. Optimization is the wrong word, but to gain a bit more control over the algorithm and improvement in terms of how I'm checking for distance from the edges. So this code will be published. Link to it in the description. I'm glad that this is now working, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Okay, everybody. This is why if you teach a class, what helps is to prepare beforehand for teaching by looking at the examples and developing them and practicing them, and then go and show them and demonstrate and talk about them rather than just trying to figure it out on the fly. But this is how I do it. Okay, did I lose? I lost like 20 viewers in the course of all of this, but I do really like this improvement. And I can't believe that like it kind of like how long it took me to like remind myself of this particular algorithm, which now seems so simple to me. But this such is life, such is programming, such is life, such is programming, such is life, such is programming. Okay. All right, so I don't really have a lot of time left. In fact, I only have 10 minutes. So I could do another Q&A. Let's look. I guess this is it for today. I really didn't get very far. I did get, well, I guess I will add blob detection, clamping improvements. I didn't actually check anything off on my list. I just added something onto my list and checked it off. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to admit, I'm like super enjoying the like remixes of the music, and yeah. So, anyway, okay. So let's see. What else could I do in 10 minutes? I think I will take questions from the chat. I'm not going to try to do anything more. I have this like strong desire to come back this afternoon, even if very briefly, to maybe see if I can do the blobs with IDs. So I might try to do that, but certainly I'll be back here on Thursday, 100%. I'm going to do a good 2 to 3 hour session where I'll answer some more questions and do some more of this computer vision stuff. Boy, this stuff takes longer than I think. I was like imagining today I have 2 hours, I'll get through like 4 or 5 of these topics. Any other questions in the chat before I go? Please ask them. Dominic in the chat, or Dominic in the chat, are you F Looper? Is that what's happening here? Okay, let's see. What else can what else could I? Let's look at the topics. Let's think about what things might. Okay. So this. Well, I will close. What I'm going to do, by the way, is once I do something like this, I will post a link to the YouTube video and hit close issue. Can you find a sidekick for the next stream? It is something I'm considering. Will there be a session on Thursday? Okay, so I guess I'll do my review of how you find out about these sessions and get subscribed and all that sort of thing. So yes, I'm planning for another session this week on Thursday. I will start around 10:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern time. if you would like to get notifications here at codingrainbow.com, you can scroll down and put your email in here. This will give you, I hope this works. Somebody sign up and let me know that this works. This will give you, I send out email alerts when I'm going to do a new live stream. You can also, obviously, if you subscribe on YouTube, I think you get a YouTube notification, but it only happens to boom the instant I'm live. And I'll also mention that I have, one thing I would love your suggestions on is, so I talked about this earlier, but I have this Patreon where my goal was $500 per month. The truth of the matter is my expenses currently, just even for maintaining this channel and all of the sort of video production stuff that I'm doing, is greater than $500. But I still feel like I'm happy right now to start spending some money on closed captioning. So that was that's what I'm going to do, also because I said that. So I'm looking for suggestions on what I might put as a goal for $1,000 a month, which is sort of my next mental goal of what's another thing that I might add or do. One thing I would like to do is pay people to appear, like to make, something like, I'm making up a number, but like, come make a video tutorial as part of the channel, and here's a like $100 stipend to do it and make a 10-minute video, that type of thing. So that's something that I'm thinking about doing. But yeah, so, and if you join this Patreon, by the way, there's a Slack channel where we also discuss topics and that sort of thing. Okay. Glamping trip. Oh yeah, I could do things like I will do my next video tutorial wearing a chicken suit or something, but I would just do that stuff anyway. Yeah, so coding rainbow. Actually, I have this idea that I would like to do a live coding rainbow. So this is all live, of course, but like, I mean, obviously I could do one in New York City, but I imagine doing, I love this like fantasy, but don't worry, I have no illusions of actually having the sort of like scale of an audience to actually do this. But I love this idea of like going on a European tour, like finding like little sort of like theater or spot and just doing these like live versions of this, in different cities around the world. That's something I would like to do. Was there a random class in processing 2 not anymore available in processing 3? Great question. Oh, look, this is one I can answer before I turn this off in 5 minutes. Okay, so let's go to, so interestingly enough, let's write some code. Random generator equals new random. Print line generator dot next boolean. So there is a Java class called random, which is part of the I think part of java.math or something, or utils or something like that. And it allows you to do all sorts of random number generation that's a little bit different than the sort of core processing random function. And in a lot of examples, it used to appear for getting a kind of normalized or Gaussian distribution of random numbers, but processing now has that built in as a function called random Gaussian. However, oh, Greece. Yasu, I would love to come to Greece. I have, not me personally but anyway, I come to Greece actually. I like to go to Greece every summer to the island of Spetses, one of my favorite. My wife is Greek. Anyway, my children have Greek names, but yes, I would love to come to Greece. I wish. Okay, but back to this. This is not a video. This is not getting recorded. Okay, so it used to be that you could just do this, but now it's saying the class random does not exist. Oops, I don't know why my address book is coming up. Now it might give me a double click for a suggestion. Look at this. It's actually here, the processing ID is actually giving me a suggestion. I need to import java.util.random. It used to be that certain Java classes like random were imported by default, but in this case this is not. So if I add import java.util.random, now I have access to this, and you can see that every time I run this sketch, I'm getting a new random Boolean value down here in the console. So certain Java classes, the iterator class, other things that you might see in examples, sometimes will suddenly seem like they're not available. You just need to have the right import statement at the top. Why are you streaming in Twitch? So the reason why I'm streaming in Twitch is mostly, honestly, just because I have the capability to, and I thought that I might find some new audience members that way, and I thought that that might be a platform that actually would work better than YouTube. And it hasn't actually happened that way. And honestly, I've been thinking about just sort of like turning off the stream to Twitch, and every time I say I'm going to do that, one person says, no, please stream to Twitch. I'm going to go check the Twitch chat. See, I see there are a few comments in Twitch. Yes, Are you going to take some requests? Yeah. So there are. I just haven't. I'm primarily using the YouTube chat. 3D Flame coding challenge. So any coding challenge suggestions, please post them to Rainbow Topics. You can post them as a GitHub issue here, and then you can thumbs up them. And also, I will look for what people are asking for. Again, I prioritize what people are requesting who are Patreon subscribers as well. Although I'm not sure if I'm doing a pretty good job of that, but that's my that's my desire to do that. Will I ever do this for open frameworks? I'm 100% open to doing that. I'm open to open frameworks. I do stuff in open frameworks. I would like to do that. It's just that I'm so familiar with processing in P5, and those are environments that I also work on and contribute to. And so right now I have a long enough list to get to. Zach Lieberman is over there, just waved at me. Maybe he'll come in. I'll have him come and do some tutorials in open frameworks at some point. He would be much better at it than me, talking about having guests. So that's something that I certainly would love to consider at some point in the future to expand beyond just processing in P5.js. Do I have any suggestions for good webcams for use with CV and art installations and stuff? Honestly, the one that I used to use most effectively was the PSI camera. You get a very fast frame rate with it. But I haven't been able to get it to work with a Mac anymore, so I don't have a good answer for that. But I can tell you what you want to look for. You want to look for something that you can have some sort of control over autofocus, auto white balance, all those sort of like automatic settings. If those are changing constantly, as lighting or people move in and out of a scene, that's gonna cause problems with some of your computer vision applications. Okay, so I see that it is 12:59. I have a meeting at 1 o'clock, which is now, so I'm going to go leave. This I would say, I think I get like a B- for today. I don't know, just in the fact that I didn't got to very much and I kind of got lost, but hopefully you still found some things useful or you just lifted your spirits. And I will be back for sure on Thursday. If I can swing it, I might just come back for a quick half an hour this afternoon, although every time I've ever said that, I haven't done it. But one of these days I actually will. And as always, keep in touch on GitHub, on Patreon, on Slack, on Twitter, that sort of thing. Send me your feedback. Send your complaint letters to Brian Williams at NBC News. And does he even work for NBC News anymore? I'm just stealing old bad Jon Stewart jokes that have no relevance here whatsoever. Don't forget to, if you live in New York City, to enter lotteries for different Broadway shows. They all have lotteries. I have an app that helps me enter all the lotteries. Maybe I'll win Wicked, Hamilton, we'll see. I might be at a Broadway show tonight. One thing that I wanted to do is I wanted people to send me on Twitter, send me your greeting, either goodbye or hello in your language if you watch. And I would like to use other languages of people from around the world saying hello and goodbye, that sort of thing. Okay, tutorial where you transfer color to sound. Great idea, Vukasin. Please suggest it on the Rainbow Topics GitHub. Okay, I'm going to sign off with this dot song. I don't know why I'm 6. Yep. As always, I always forget the this dot. I'm going to do the this dot song. Never forget the this dot. Somebody composed that song for me. This is the F Loopers this dot song, even though it says Christian Peterson here. Because this is the playlist of all the songs. By the way, I like them when they're sort of melodic. Maybe a sad song or something. And then, I didn't use these sound effects very much today. Firework is not defined. Okay, line 6. As always, I always forget the this dot song on firework.